Hey guys, I'm Saurav. Welcome to my channel. If you have been following me, you know that I'm a Nikon user. The first camera that I bought was a Nikon D1050 and I haven't changed my camera system even once in my whole photography and filmmaking journey. People find it very confusing. Every time they get to know that I'm a Nikon user and I shoot YouTube videos, they ask me, why do you use Nikon? Why not Canon or Sony or any other brands? That's what I'm going to answer in this video. Disclaimer, this video is not sponsored by Nikon. These are my 100% honest opinions. Very excited for this one. So without wasting any time, let's get started. All the videos that you've seen on this channel are shot with Nikon cameras. I've just done some minor color adjustments to the videos and in my opinion, they look fantastic. The colors are on point. According to me, Nikon has one of the best color science in the market right now. I really like the skin tones in the videos. The videos are extremely sharp with very good dynamic range and great low light performance. The thing is, if Nikon is so good, why wasn't it considered as good option for videos? There are two main reasons. The first one is lack of good autofocus system for videos. The most popular YouTube camera 5 years back was the Canon 80D. Great camera, great image quality, but the main selling point was the great continuous autofocus in videos. Something that Nikon did not offer at all in its DSLR bodies. This can be a deal breaker for a lot of people. Especially if you're a vlogger, it is very difficult to vlog with a camera that doesn't have a good autofocus system. I use autofocus all the times, I'm using it even right now, so I definitely understand how essential it is. The second reason why Nikon was not considered to be a good video camera is simply because it lacked video features. It could not shoot 4K high resolution video, it could not shoot 120fps slow motion videos, it could not shoot log, something that professional cinematographers use a lot on a regular basis. Other companies like Canon and Sony were offering these features, whereas the Nikon was not. But this is a story of the past. Nikon has made several improvements in the past few years and recently Nikon released the Z9 which is not in the market yet, but that is a beast of a video camera which I'll talk about later in the video. Let's talk about the changes Nikon made in the past few years. Nikon started getting serious about video when they released the Nikon D1050, but the major changes were made when they introduced the mirrorless cameras. The first big change was the continuous video autofocus. The Nikon Z6 and the Z7s were the first Nikon cameras to have this feature. This was a big improvement compared to the previous Nikon cameras, but the autofocus was not on par with its competitors. Now, I have been using the Z6 for more than 2 years and the autofocus has improved a lot because of firmware upgrades. The camera body is the same, lenses are the same, hardware overall are the same, but just with regular support from the Nikon team and firmware upgrades, the autofocus has definitely improved a lot. The Mark II mirrorless cameras have even better autofocus. And talking about the Z9, I mean, as far as what I've seen online in the videos, it's on par with all the flagships out there. And talking about that, Nikon, if you're watching this video, please send a Z9, I'd love to use that. Maybe that's the reason I'm making this video, but let's skip that part. The next improvement is resolution and FPS. Nikon finally added the option of shooting in 4K and 1080p 120fps slow motion. The thing I like about the 120fps coming out from my Z6 is even if it is 1080p, it still looks very clean and I still use it in my 4K projects. Talking about editing, videos coming out of the Nikon cameras are very easy to edit. It playbacks smoothly in the editing software, doesn't matter if you're using Premiere Pro or Final Cut Pro, which is not the case with all the camera brands that I've seen. And the most important thing for me is it takes very less efforts and time to make the footages look good. I shoot all my videos in flat picture profile and they are very easy to color grade. One more reason why I absolutely love using Nikon bodies is the build quality. Both in terms of photography and videography. Overall, the build quality is so good. I've been using this camera in different weather conditions and it has worked perfectly. I have dropped my Z6 once, not something that I'm proud of, but the good thing is the body didn't even get a scratch. So I guess it's okay to forget it, right? Okay, just kidding. Please don't drop your camera bodies. Now, talking about the body, the mirrorless bodies are lighter compared to the DSLR cameras. And not only the bodies, the lenses made for mirrorless systems are made lighter keeping videography in mind. The focus ring is much smoother, giving you more control when adjusting focus while shooting the video. The Nikon Z6 and Z7 were the first camera in this segment to shoot ProRes RAW over HDMI with the Atomos Ninja 5. This in itself is a huge accomplishment which surprisingly not a lot of people talked about. One drawback with both the Mark 1s and the Mark 2s is they're not able to shoot log videos internally, whereas cameras from Canon and Sony are able to do it. I really hoped they would fix it this time, and they did with the Nikon Z9, which is a good thing. Now talking about the elephant in the room, the Nikon Z9. Listen to this. Nikon promised it would be able to shoot 8K, 60p, 12-bit RAW video in the future firmware upgrade coming next year. I'm literally getting goosebumps right here. I mean, that's a beast of a video camera, and I'm very sure it's going to sell like anything. Professionals are going to love it. And this is why I believe in Nikon. Even if Nikon was not making good video cameras in the past, they have improved a lot and now they are back in the game. Talking about Canon and Sony, they have a lot of expertise in making video cameras due to their more expensive cinema lineup. Any camera they make is bound to be good for videography. But on the other hand, Nikon didn't have any experience, and the progress they have done in the past few years is commendable. Every camera that is released henceforth is just going to get better and better, both in terms of photography and videography. I might sound like a Nikon fanboy, and maybe I am, just because my experience with Nikon cameras have been so good over the last 5 years. Now, talking about other brands, they also make equally good cameras, and that is the reason they are in the market competing with each other. And the healthy competition that's been going is good for us photographers and cinematographers, because we are being benefited with better products. Obviously, we have to sell our organs to buy them, but let's not talk about that. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Always remember, gear is not everything. What matters is you enjoy the process of shooting, whether it be photos or videos. If you like the video, press the like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel for more such content. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.